Hi guys, welcome back. Last video was 1 hour shorter than all the other videos. We'll see how that works. What do you guys think about my settings? Do you think, is this what everyone does? I don't know. Jason. I made a new creative world so I could fly around. So I could take thumbnails. Let's get back. Oh, I went in here. What are we doing? So we need to build stuff. So what if we... So we need to build. So one thing about this playthrough is I didn't want to just like make like a villager trading hall that's just out in the open. I wanted everything that I made to be contained within a build. That way you don't just have a bunch of stuff out in the open. How big do you think we should make the fox sanctuary part? Because if we do it like... that way we can have like the water entrance. Because again, I think we need to close it off so that way we don't have any runaway fox. But anyways, I didn't want to build any like a villager trader hall that's just like dug into a cave or just exposed. I want everything to be have a build around it when it's done. Like just ignore this part where we just have beds and stuff on the ground. I meant real farms and real furnace smelter arrays and stuff like that. And then, honestly, I should have, you know, I think I was, in my head, I was going to Google how much space does a fox live on in nature? Or like the Japanese fox places where they have foxes. See how big the space is that the foxes live in. But I never did that. And alas, here we are. Hopefully we have more cobble. Okay, perfect. We do have more cobble. So I guess the thing we can do... Obviously we don't want it to just be a square, I don't think. But we can have, like, say if we want the temple, but that's such a small space. You know, I think we're... The Fox Preserve was a good idea, but I think we are limited by the space that we exist in. So if the thing is 20 wide, that would be... Each one of these segments is 5, by the way. Then we can have part of the temple come out this way, right? And then the temple would also go in this way. But you see, if it's 20 wide, then it's going to go way in here. So I think we can only do 10 wide. 10 by 10. So if we do 10 by 10, well, no, because that's so tiny. This is wrong. Anyways, I was thinking that we would use, who even did this? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. So that'd be 15. Did I include this spot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that would be kind of a small temple. But the thing is, then we can have the temple here, and then we can have it built into the walls. That way the temple's footprint doesn't take up as much space in here. Whereas if we had the temple fully enclosed in here, then it would take up more space in here. And then this just needs to be big enough so that way the foxes can't escape. Uh-oh. And foxes, I guess they can't jump 1.5 blocks, right? Surely. That's the wrong block. You know, I think I understand more. I understand better why the YouTubers, they famously get like they cut so far into the future. Like they get full netherite and they kill the dragon and everything. That's because if you don't do that, then you know you're cutting yourself off from so much of the game when you're just slowly progressing. Can you make a mossy fence? Does mossy fence exist? It does. Okay, I think out here in the water, we'll use fence. Yeah, we're just going straight into it, by the way, I guess. Don't really have any intro. They don't go underwater, do they? Can you jump over this? Yeah, so... running out. Oh. So how, you know, I have my new hard drives now. So I have so much space. Oh, well, obviously we can get out right now. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, we haven't even finished our first building. And like, we don't even have a lot of progression in the game at all. So, I guess, you know, I'm more sympathetic. I mean, I was never really that concerned by it, I don't think. I mean, I guess I don't know. I never really watched a lot of people who just beat the end on the first episode anyway. So, it doesn't really make sense for me to be saying I'm not concerned by it. We should probably have mixed in some, like, and stairs and stuff. Oh, you know what we could do? We could even put one like upside down like this. Huh? Genius. Although I think if you had a real... I think the thing about foxes is they're really smart. And wily. I don't think they would... I think they would be able to get out. They'd dig a hole. And they would escape. Ta-da, ta-da. Wow, we sure got, I think we got way too much of this stuff. So the thing is, oh, was that a rock that was here already? So I think I want the walls to be calcite. I don't think cobblestone looks that great with calcite is the issue. So let's go get andesite. Do we even have andesite? No, that's the andesite chest, so no, we don't. Is there a chest over there? There is. This is our last hope for andesite. Okay. We still have some andesite. I don't want to get rid of that one. Oh, brother. Just texturing. Don't mind me. I really don't like that dog bark. Hopefully this looks better than it did before. I mean, I don't think it was looking very good. Block-wise. Cobblestone is just kind of low-key an ugly texture, I feel like. It's my favorite fox noise, obviously. When they go out screeching like that. I don't know. Nobody knows. No, there was andesite in this chest already. Didn't I go to sleep already? Doesn't that mean we took forever doing basically nothing? Guys, I think this part's getting edited. Oh no. Are we gonna have to change this whole thing? No, because there's no mossy deep slate, so don't gotta worry about that. I do actually like that. Ironically like that noise that they make. Which ones do you think makes walls the best? Probably like deep slate tile. I don't know, the thing is I still don't think this is a big enough footprint. It's the real issue. You know, I have a song stuck in my head, but I don't remember the name. But I think it's a pretty popular song, so whenever I feel like remembering it, I think it'll be pretty easy. Or, you know, when I feel like looking it up, I think it'll be easy to find. Obviously, we didn't bring enough deep slate. You know, since I didn't bring enough deep slate, I was going to do this sort of an inefficient way, but now it's going to be extra inefficient. Yeah, this platform is just a little too small, I think, for what we're looking for. I think we need to bump it out. I think it needs to be expanded. One, two, three, four, 5. That's on 5. This whole thing's 11 long. Guess we knew that. Is it 11 long this way? It is 11. So this would be 12, 13, 14, 15. Would this have looked better as a time lapse? Probably would have, right? But then I don't know. Just taking up a large footprint still. Which is fine, I guess, because we do need to fill up the space anyway, right? I guess the one problem will be that during building, we'll need to light up the place, I guess. Oh, that's going to mess up the center line, isn't it? Oh, brother, and we need so much more blocks. Okay, so let's go put some of this junk away. Well, we sure brought a lot of calcite that we don't really need. No, I'm not good at talking, I guess. I'm supposed to be talking right now. Making content, I suppose. I guess I could have counted how many we needed, because that was not enough. Anyways, I think we want to do it. Well, I guess I should. I was gonna say, I think we want to do it one more anyway. But we might want to do stairs. Okay, so anyways, let's find the. This is the middle, somewhere in here, right? Is the middle even number now? Oh, it's 15. thought it was 20. 6, 7. So 8. 6, 7. Yeah, so 8. 8 is the middle. Oh, that's right. There's slabs right here. I really should have started the replay mod. So what I'm going to do, actually, I guess, is I'm going to start the replay mod now. And then maybe we'll transition into a time lapse. Maybe we won't. You know, it's a mystery. So we'll find out. You'll find out, I suppose, eventually. So yeah. Oh, and I'm supposed to wait. I noticed when I was making some time lapse that I think it might have been in the editor, but they stopped earlier than I wanted. Also, these are so ugly. I think we really need to redesign the tops because the tops are atrocious. Anyways, so we could do the stairs again here. Whoops. Whoops. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So that makes the interior 8. No, that's alarming. Whoa. Why is that different? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why counting 6, 7. I don't know why counting. I think counting will change the total. So that was 3. That's obviously it's 8. So anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 8, so 12. And this should be 4 again. So that's 16. So it's 16 this way, which means, and then this way must be 17. Because I counted earlier. But how does that work? Because this is 4. This is 4. I genuinely don't know how that happened. So we just need to punch it out this way one. Well. Look, because that messes it. Oh, well, that's fine to mess that up, isn't it? Because we either punch it out this way one or we punch it in. I think we'll punch it out. What did carpenters say? Count twice, rebuild it a bunch anyway, because you somehow messed up counting anyway. Oops. Bruh. I do love their screaming. They're hooting and they're hollering. Well, we do need to go get more blocks. We also need to put some of these away. You know, I'm gonna need to look at some reference images. What am I doing right now? So that's not gonna look good on stream. I don't think, or stream, on the video. Cat script. Well, we might be done with the cobble. Might be done with the cobble deep slate anyway, so I don't. But might as well just grab more than we think we need. Because obviously we don't know for sure. I think I'm gonna put this here, even though you won't be able to see it except for that little spot there. So this is supposed to be a two-story tall building, is the thing. I don't know, it's looking a little janky. So the problem with this is we won't be able to give depth to this part that well, because this isn't a whole block. We don't have scaffolding. I don't think we want the floor to be calcite, I don't think. I don't even know there's gonna be a time lapse, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I have an axe? I think we might just cut out this whole segment. Because I don't know what we're doing here. Also, this corner. Might have to get rid of this corner somehow. The classic log in the corner. What was the crab mob that gave you longer hands? That's what we need. We need longer hands. Okay, I am gonna pause the recording here. Because I'm gonna have to look up some reference images. And that's just gonna be me staring at a thing that you guys can't see in silence. But, you know, welcome to the episode. What a terrible intro. Ta-da-da-da. All right. Well, I have some bad news. All of my time lapses that I recorded for this play session, they are all unrecoverable. I can't use them. So, also bad news is that entire world was in an old version of Minecraft. That's my bad. For some reason, I thought updating my launcher would update the mod instance, but obviously that wouldn't be how that works. That's my bad. I don't normally play with mods in Minecraft. Only ever for the replay mod, I did that one time, and this is my first time coming back after a while after an update. So that's my bad. I didn't update it. That's also probably why the faster leaf decay wasn't working. That's also why I couldn't find any sulfur biomes. I was on or anything to do with sulfur. But am I going crazy? Wasn't there baby mobs? Maybe I'm just going. Maybe I was going crazy. But yeah, so no time lapses for this entire section of building. So that's actually kind of bad because this session was pretty heavy on building. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. There should not be a problem going forward anymore, I would hope. But yeah, my bad. And we're back. I don't think I actually have a recording of me building that. You know, I think I start to understand why. Oh my god, they're so cute. What is that, an egg? Or do you want to give it to me? Anyways, I understand why YouTubers, I guess, make their stuff in creative first, because I just don't think my normal build style, where I just kind of wing it and then I tear it down and I keep on reshaping it over and over again, it just doesn't record well. Was that oh, it's a boat. Well, for some reason I thought it was a rabbit's foot or something. But yeah, so here we have this part of the build. They're so cute. Aww, so cute. So we have those two over there. And we still have the lights here. They're just been, like the torch spam that makes it so nobody can spawn. They've just been buried and concealed. That way no monsters will get in here. But yeah, here's the temple portion. I don't know. I kind of like it, but I think this roof here is a little weird. I don't know. We'll see. Also, there's no way to get to the second level where you can look at the foxes yet, but aw, they're just so adorable. And they also make horrifying noises at night. What more could you ask for? Wh- But yeah, here we have this first part of the building done. You know, we're only like 10 hours of Let's Play in, and we have one building. Although it's only partially done, I guess, because the second story. Anyways, what I'm thinking is when we get a villager who's the what are they called? The clerics. We'll put when we get them to diamond level, we'll put them in here because you know this is supposed to be some kind of temple, so we can have a diamond level cleric in here. Also, I don't know. Maybe cut this down again by one, but look at this. We had to put this thing here so they wouldn't go up there. Hey, you guys should give me whatever you have in your mouth. What? Come on, take it. It's an egg, right? Well, I guess we'll find out as time goes on if this area. Do they not want to come over here? If the foxes can escape the area or not? I don't think they can. I meant to go to free camp that time. See, here's that one. So this one too. I don't know. I think we might be missing some already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we just fill in this whole area. So there's not, or maybe fill in a lot of it. That way they have more room. You know, for little tiny pixels, they are pretty adorable. Oh. I forgot about this door. So we'll have to fix that. Okay, well, hold on. They got out of there. How do I get back? Oh, see, they can get up on there. Oh my god, there's so many of these berry bushes. So they can get up on there, and that means they can escape. Actually, so... I think we already have to increase the wall height. Yep. They already escaped. In retrospect, that was an obvious way. Oh, see, he won't run away because he's a baby. But that guy will. That's fine. We wanted to maybe release the adults into the wild. Anyway, but... I mean, the fact that they already escaped in 10 seconds, it shows you how wily and how much they don't want to be in a cage. Which means we just have to make our cages better. No introspection about cages, please. No introspection about whether or not the ethics of keeping a robot fox in a cage required today. Oh, we should get a lead. Did that other one like fully escape all the way into the ocean or what? Where did it go? What's inside our house? What if we just fled the whole place with so many foxes and we just let them go wherever they want? That would be pretty fun. What happens if you put these guys on a lead? Does he still want to run away? That's a chicken egg, right? Like now he's standing up. He's still gonna come with us? I don't know, guys. I might... See, I told you, the babies like to follow the parents. Maybe we... Oh, with this, you cannot put it on. Is he immediately gonna escape again? He might. This thing is almost broken. We really need to get a mending villager. Oh, they're eating. I can hear him eating. Oh, we might just have to cut this tree down. Or maybe we can expand. We can expand their enclosure constantly, forever. Oh, because they can almost get on the roof, even. Oh, this is a slab. But yeah. Yeah, now there's surely no way they can escape. But no, I think we might just breed so many that they can free roam the whole base. Oh, they dropped the egg finally. Oh, we're gonna be stuck over here. They're just gonna be out here munching all the time. We'll just let those despawn. I thought they attacked me. Where's the other adult? You know, maybe I shouldn't have planted so many of these. I wanted them to be able to eat whenever they wanted. But that was quite difficult. I'm gonna take those off so they don't get broken. Here, come closer. Oops. No, stop running. I'm trying to make you fall in love. It's kind of annoying that the one that they use to breed them has interactions, so it's kind of an ugly wall. Okay, we got that one. We're just gonna constantly hear munching noises. God dang it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to clear just a little bit of a path. Oh my god. Back here. It is a funny noise they make when they eat. You know, if we put a little minecart under here, we could have unlimited berries. So I think I am gonna expand this, and then maybe like expand the shore, and maybe we'll release them later into the whole base. So I went on a little caving trip. Oh, my pants broke. And I just wanted to show you guys my loot. Check it out. You can probably tell we had a little focus on the trip, trying to get redstone. You'll probably see why in the next clip or two. But yeah, you know, it used to be that you could light up all the caves around you. That used to be a feasible goal, but they sure made that a lot more difficult. Also, something I did get a Fortune 3 pickaxe, by the way. That's probably in case you're wondering how we got so many of everything. But I think we definitely need to maybe make a detour eventually here for just to get a mending villager. Even if we don't make a trading hall yet, even if we have to pay 30 emeralds for a mending, I think that would be pretty good at this point. But yeah, I'll see you guys probably in a well, I was gonna say see you in a moment, but I'll probably be showing you guys what I need all this redstone for in a moment. So I guess see you there. All right. Well, oh, I don't have pants on. I just spent the longest time in the world doing something that is not productive or useful in any way. I don't know if you guys ever do this in your worlds, but yeah, I just got inspired by the idea, and it's not this part. I think you've already seen that. I don't know if you've seen this, but again, that didn't take that long. I expanded this way. Again, that didn't take that long either. No. The true part that took forever is I built the most stupid, I built the least efficient bone meal farm in the history of the world. But I didn't mean to put that block. But yeah, that took forever. That took a long time. Multiple hours. But yeah, you know, originally I was not gonna do this. When I was just gonna have the foxes and they're gonna exist and be happy. But what I noticed when I was building it is that we end up with, oh, here, I can do it in flying mode. How do I go to flying mode? Is that, oh, I just dropped my, they would constantly leave these berries everywhere. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be bad for me if there's just berries everywhere. Originally there weren't this many berries, but after I decided to make the real collection system, I was like, okay, well, I might as well put some berries out there. That way we can get some berry loot. But look at them. Aw. They're all sleeping under the tree. Also, now it's really treacherous to be in this area because you're gonna get, even if you try to stay exactly in the middle, it's impossible. You get hit by the berry bushes. But yeah, so that took forever. I don't know if you guys ever do that, where you just like do something that is incredibly inefficient and takes a long time, just because you're like, well, I mean, it's there, might as well do it, right? So that was a bit of a detour. I mean, I also did this crenellations. So, you know, we're getting closer. We're edging closer to completion. Also, I moved these in here and set up a little tiny magma lava thing. That's because I was making smooth stone for those tracks to lay on top of. So yeah. So we got all that done. That's nice. We got this little tower done. You know, in retrospective, I should have made this as my starter base. I guess technically this isn't done because, you know, there's no second store. And then, you know, maybe instead of like having a cleric in here eventually, we'll have a guy. I think they're the guys who use the, I don't remember what the name of the block is. The guy that used the item for not the blast furnace, the smoker. Whatever the villager that does the smoker, I think they have a trade. Some of them have a trade for sweet berries. So we can have the priest of our temple. They can be a guy that buys sweet berries, which doesn't really make sense, I guess. He should probably sell them, but yeah, I don't know. A lot of these foxes are friendly, as friendly as foxes are in the game. They won't run away from me. See? So I bred them, but there's still the ones in here that will run away somewhere. And also, when you have this many glowberries, I was trying to hear him snore. Snore. Oh, that's such a cute noise. When you have this many berries, it's hard to make them breed because you'll constantly be clicking on the berries instead of them. Also, I think they're most active at night, so I think we need to plant some more trees and put more. See, I told you, especially there's the ones that are not. Okay, we probably should not get any more foxes, or else we're gonna have too many. Anyways, I'm gonna get rid of all of these glowberries that are, or they're not glowberries, whatever berries these are, that are not in the minecart collection area. That way, there's not. That way we can reduce the number of items that are just gonna be floating in our world because there's too many glowberries. And then we're gonna put like ferns and grass and maybe another tree over here. But yeah, it's kind of maybe get rid of some of these glowberries because they're not called glowberries. Get rid of some of these sweet berries because they don't necessarily look the greatest. But yeah, so we finished this build kind of TM. But yeah, what do you guys think? You guys ever build incredibly inefficient farms just because they just so happen to create a space in your world, or like you just so happen to create a perfect opportunity to create them in your world? Are you gonna make it? Oh my god! You know, maybe I'm just not patient enough. That's why I always get damaged. But yeah, you know, I find myself making inefficient farms all the time. Yeah, let's see if we can look in here. That's what I'm talking about. Full stacks. Honestly, I think I should have divided this different because this guy has the longest track almost on the most efficient part of the farm. So I think he's gonna get overfilled a lot. But yeah, there's that for you. And let me know what you guys think about. I don't know if I've shown the temple yet, but I went with sort of the pagoda build. But we're also kind of too small to really have a super pagoda look because I didn't want to keep on expanding forever. I didn't want it to go too high over the walls. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it, and the foxes in the fox farm, the sweet berry farm. All right, so as you can tell, I'm out here exploring, and this is a beautiful bay, by the way. You may come back here at some point and build something here. But if you can tell, I've turned my render distance all the way to the maximum. I don't know if that's going to affect your frame rate right now, but if you can see way off in the corner there, I don't have my spyglass, but I think that's cherry. So we finally found cherry, and now all we need after that is mangrove, and we'll have all of the overworld trees, I believe. So that's good though. We've been looking for that for ages. I don't think we're even going to use it yet, but been looking for it anyway. All right, let's go to the conquer the nether fort. That's a loading train. Oh, I forgot to turn my render distance down. I don't think it matters. I think it automatically lowers it. And the nether, I believe. Well, let's just turn it down. Enchant it. Oh, I didn't bring a bow. Dang, it's a whole party over here. There's so many of them. I feel like there wasn't that many the last time I was here. Okay, how do I get down? It's over here. There, that will help me find it in the future. There's so much fire over here. There's the nether fort. We're kind of coming from really far away. But we don't really want to mess around in the basalt delta. We just block that off so it doesn't bother us. We still haven't died yet. Oh, it's a waste of a block there. Again, a waste of... Not worried about precision, I guess. We might run out of blocks if we just waste that many of them, though. Brett. That was embarrassing. Also, I don't think the plugins for I don't know if they're plugins. The thing that makes the leaves decay faster, I don't think that's working. So that's a thing that I'll have to deal with. Hello. Get out of the way. You know, I went to the doctor's. Well, actually, I didn't go. I mean, I did go to the doctor's, but I went to the pharmacy. And before I went to the pharmacy, I looked on the app. They have an app for it. Because I knew that they didn't have one of the items that I needed. And they say, on the app it said they would have it like in 3 days. But then, so I went there on my lunch to get the ones they did have. And then at the end of the day, I got a text message saying they had the other one. It's like, oh, I could have waited. Instead, I didn't wait. So that was annoying. That was a little annoying. I didn't go. I still don't have it. The last one. No, now I'm gonna punish them by waiting a day. That'll show them. I'm sure they had no control over it. Maybe that would have been shorter. Going through that hole. But I thought he despawned. He's like. Come on. Oh, that's our first death. And our diamond pants are gone forever. We lost our diamond pants. Rip and rest in peace, my pants. Well, you know, that was really our fault. For hanging out on that overhang. We should have brought a bow as well. I don't have any pants. Oh, and our pants got destroyed forever. So I guess. Was it 6? 6 to make a pants? No. It's not 6. It's 7. Okay. Okay. Let's bring a bow. In a chest. Where is our bow? Don't we have a bow? I don't think there's a bow in that chest. We don't have arrows. Pretty sure we have like a power 5 bow or something crazy. I think it's power 4. I guess I don't know where it is. Oh, there's arrows in here. You know, it's kind of an embarrassing first death. Oh, you know, I think I put it in over here. Yep. An easily avoidable first death like that. Just take this over here. We'll end up with too many boats over here, I guess. But I mean, we can just break the other boat and put it inside this boat chest. So that's not really that big of a deal. Ultimately, it's not that big of a deal. We died. We did lose 27 levels, but I mean, I guess the biggest thing we lost were the diamond pants that I think had protection. I don't know. I just enchanted them, and I don't remember what they had. I guess I don't know what else fell in the lava, but we definitely saw the lava, the diamond pants. Really, the most important thing after you die is to avoid panicking. Don't enter a death spiral where you just keep on dying over and over again. This man coming over here. You approaching me? No, shouldn't they make the magma cream lava resistant? Alright, well. Now we just gotta go back up there and keep on pillaring. I mean, really, anytime you die before you have fully enchanted gear, I don't know. It's kind of a wash, because fully enchanted gear, that takes a long time. Although, I mean, even just the levels, honestly. So you can fully enchant it. Before that, it just doesn't take that long to replace even just diamond gear. Oh, did we lose our food? I think we might have lost our food. Now that's upsetting. A full 64 stack of food gone. Yeah, I don't see it down there. Well, that's actually annoying that we lost that stack of food. That's really gonna limit. You know, we just can't take any damage. That's all. While we're in the fort, the Nether fort. Too easy. Just don't take damage. I was just checking to make sure there was no magma cubes up there to shoot me, to knock me off. We didn't bring a crafting table either. Really, we're kind of underprepared. Wow, this fort is terrible. I didn't mean to block myself like that. If we had a door, we could, if we brought a crafting table, we could make a door. Probably just block that off so nobody runs to their death. Oh, didn't I bring a chest the first time? Okay, so we lost a chest too, I think. We're gonna have to come back, because we don't have a chest. That's where I was gonna put some stuff. It's kind of went sideways quick, huh? They make kind of a sad sound when they die, huh? If we brought a crafting table, we could do this with slabs. But we didn't, so we'll just use a full block. It's not like we're in a recession or anything. We can afford a whole block. We'll just ignore that gas. Where did he shoot? I was like, I made a face because I was like, oh, we're at the end. We can't really ignore him then. Guess we could because he was just shooting nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna come over here real quick. Oh, we're out of block. I'm gonna see if we can't salvage some food. What food there is. A whole entire stack of food over here that I missed. I must have turned the music all the way off because I don't hear it at all. There's no food. That's so sad. Now all those pigs died for nothing. Okay, so we need to go get more blocks. We need a crafting table, a chest. I also don't want to have all this extra stuff, I guess, either. Don't want it to fall in lava or something. No, now we're not. Now I'm not talking. You know, I guess. Like I said, maybe people do realize how much they don't talk. As I say, you never realize how much you're not talking until you have an audience, I suppose. Do I have an audience? I was thinking for these, the roofs of these guys, we'd do like on the pillager outpost where it's like wood on the top. Maybe that would look better. I don't know. Drowned gurgles. Oh. I don't see any drowned. Uh-oh. I did hear that. That was a trident. I don't think we'll need this many blocks anymore. But we do need food, which that is actually annoying that we lost all our food. Because we don't actually have a reliable source of food. I mean, I guess we have a reliable source of what, sweet berries or whatever they're called. That's probably not a good source of food. Wow, it's kind of hard to look when you're drive when you're in sideways. Can't find. There was a trident. There's a drowned with a trident. It was invisible. Couldn't be seen. It might have despawned, I guess. I don't know. Or did they not aggro when you're on a boat during the daytime? Do you have to be in the water? Okay, so for this nether fort, we mostly want hopefully it has another wall. Because there's nothing more annoying than clearing a whole nether fort. And there's no nether wart. And then you have to go to a whole nether fort. You have to find a whole second nether fort. It's always super annoying. No, it's at 18%. Music, anyways, is what I meant. Maybe we shouldn't sprint jump, since we're going to be on a food shortage. We're going to be under food rationing soon. This is annoying. Honestly, this is kind of annoying. We found the most annoying part of the nether fort. At least the lava was weird and didn't update. Right. We're not really going to be able to approach him while there's a bunch of lava in the way. One of the most important steps on dangerifying nether fort is making a bunch of places where you can run from the wither skeletons at. Oh. Stupid pig is in the way. So that pig despawns. Because we can't attack as freely as we'd like. Because we don't want to hit the pig. Hey. Dang, there's like a whole squad of them in there. Here's another spawn. This one has less guys around it, so better for us. Something to watch out for when they get on the roof there. Oh. I don't know, it looks like we have kind of a chaotic nether for it. That's, I mean, it doesn't really matter what your nether fort looks like at some level. As long as you can get to the place spawners easily. But I don't think we're even gonna get a single chest. That could be bad, I suppose. Well, there was this area over here where that blaze was blocking us. We can try to go through here now. Where all this lava is. You know, the thing about all the guys that spawn in here is they're all fire resistant, so we don't want them, we don't really want this lava here because they don't worry about the lava and it could hurt us, so. Alright, so this is where the rest of the fort is. We might still be in business for finding nether port. Perfect. Now here's the confusing part. Oh, and we do get a loot chest. Oops, oops. Bunch of garbage. That's pretty much all the nether port has. Perfect, we got another wart. Wither skeleton rattle. Scary. Spooky. Spooky and scary and skeleton all at the same time. Where are they rattling at? You know, I don't think we have soul sand either. So now we have soul sand and nether wart. Does this just go off straight off into the abyss? That's funny. Oh, are they must be on the roof. Some bad aim. See, normally you don't want to expose yourself around a corner like that. If you don't know what's on the other side of it, there could have been a bunch of guys there. When's the last time they updated the loot tables? Because I feel like, why does Nether Fort have a bunch of horse sounds? Like at the time, that was all the stuff that was there. It was like, you didn't have that much of loot to pick from, but I feel like we could probably have more Nether themed loot. It's so dark. I'm gonna be honest, I don't normally light up my nether fort. Ooh, a second nether wart room. Well, some sucker out there went to a nether fort and they had no nether warts at all. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Now we still need to find a bastion remnant. So we need to find one of those still. Also need to get mending. Probably before we make anything netherite. So. Have we been in that room over there, do you think? With that chest that we can see? Straight ahead? I don't know. I don't know if we have. You guys see any bastion remnant? You know, I didn't really expect it to be all that eventful. And I'd say it really wasn't that eventful. Except for when we got knocked off by that ghast. But that's whatever. Apparently if we go up... See, I told you if we go up. There's another room. Sounds like there's a skeleton up. I don't know how common this is. Oh, I see. It's because of that. I was like, why is there a spot that's like completely completely unattached to the fort, but it was attached to the fort. Are they on the roof still? There's still wither skeletons rattling. Well, we didn't get withered yet. We've been unwithered. There certainly is a lot of broken lava going on. Well, that wasn't too crazy. We get a couple more blaze rods. I think this is the way out. Yeah, it is. See, I'm just gonna get a couple more blaze rods here. Break this down. Kind of annoying. You guys can move them down. See, now there's just too many of them up there. It's just way over there in the middle of nowhere. Even if you drop the blaze rod, it would be worth it. Probably a couple more. That way we can waste some of it on potion crafting or whatever. Hello? Right. I want them to knock me into the lava. We're out of food. Alright, well, fine. Fine, if you don't want me to kill you, I will. See how you like it. Huh, did I get shot? Well, we have like the most remote part of the Nether Fort as our entrance. So I guess we were pretty lucky to even see the Nether Fort. And to be honest with you, it's not a very good Nether Fort. All things considered, it's kind of crummy. We can finish this up. There's a little guy over here waiting to ambush us. Excuse me. Under construction. Crap. Oh, that's all of our blocks, so that's all we're gonna do for now. So that was the Nether Fort. Really the only... Our first death is from falling after getting shot by a gas. That's embarrassing, I feel like. I feel like we could have had a cooler death, like Piglin Brute. That would have been more fitting. More cool. But it's, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. You're just not careful. Be complacent. But yeah, that was the Nether Fort. We got basically everything we need from the Nether Fort, so I don't know if we'll really be going back there for a while. Maybe we'll find a better one when we're looking for a bastion. Because again, I feel like that one's kind of crummy, to be real with you. Not the greatest Nether Fort of all time. But yep, I'll see you guys on the flip side. What is that? Is that a surfing thing? The flip side? Alright, so I got a bit carried away. I don't think I was recording this in the replay mod, but made this center tower, which is what, you know, I always plan on putting a tower there. And then I think all of these roofs, most of these roofs are in the replay mod. I mean, this one is different than the other ones. Maybe we'll go back and change it. I think all of this was in the replay mod where I made all this stuff. But yeah, so there's all this. I think I did not do that wall yet. It's going to be like this. And like this over here. Where they can walk. You can walk on the inside. But yeah. So I did like these stairs here. So maybe we'll do that over here. I don't know. We'll see. We still need to do this sort of covered walkway right here. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like a pillager patrol spawn point is inside of our walls, so it's going to be just annoying. We're going to have to kill those guys all the time. But yeah, also... Oh, those are cows. I thought that was another pillager. I picked up the crafting table, and this is the middle. Is it lined up incorrectly? It's kind of hard to tell. So that's where we're going to put the tunnel. What I think is we're going to fill this in, right? And then we're going to have like a pathway. And then there's going to be like a armored. There's going to be a gateway. And then that way you can stand up here and if people that you don't want come through the gateway, you'll be looking down into them. And then it will come up like right here. And then that'll be into the, I guess this is the keep. It's the second part of the fort. But yeah, you know, it's starting to look like a build, but there's a lot of work to be done and a lot more detailing because obviously this is just all empty. So yeah, we need to make like a dock thing. We need to make like a blacksmith area, you know, stuff like that. Also, it's kind of awkward that our impromptu lava generator, you can see through the window there. Yeah, obviously we're not done, but I don't know. I don't know what the exact cadence of like if you guys want to watch me build stuff or time lapses or just showing you everything when it's done. Not sure what the perfect cadence of all that is yet. But yeah, like, you know what? Let's go check on, while I have you here, let's go see how our sweet berries are going. Our impromptu farm. Alright, here's the ones I put. There's a bone meal thing, but I disconnected that because I actually wanted to gather some sweet berries, not glowberries. The only problem is that this one, I didn't activate it. This one is always completely full, so I need to make that change where this is split into multiple carts. At least right now there's none, not a bunch of floating berries, but there's been a couple times over here where there's a bunch of floating berries everywhere, so look at them all. Oh, you know, I need to get the flower that makes them stay as a child forever. Put that on one of them. Make a baby fox forever. I don't know. Is that unethical? Make a fox be a baby forever? I don't know. You tell me. You know, I was over here and a drown with a trident came into the middle of the fort. It was alarming. I didn't expect them to come this far in. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on this, I think, this tunnel next. That way, because it's just one more thing that we need to work on for the build, so the build stops having like just open chests and stuff like that. Same with this tower. I think this tower is gonna be. I was gonna capture a villager and put him in here, and they're gonna be the commander in this tower. And then in one of these other towers, I guess we can put the enchantment table for now. And then I was actually gonna have the storage system was gonna be like, because it's gonna be this thing that comes in here. And I was gonna have the storage system be sort of buried in this area, underneath a layer of grass, because obviously, you know, you need a lot of storage space. So we'll see how that works out when we get to it. All right, so free camp. Oh, I keep on pushing the wrong button. Obviously, like I said earlier, the replay mod was a little broken. I broke it on accident because I changed versions. I didn't realize I was on the wrong version, so that is my bad. I meant to be playing on the most recent version the whole time. So whoopsies, whoopsie doopsies. Anyways, here is this tunnel here. I don't know. This is like a portcullis, I think is they're called. You drop it down. It's obviously it's non-functional. You know, here we have this sort of like a wall here. I just on this half I worked on these. These are like you can open that and then you can shoot out. If I did it over here right now, it would be. We have some droppers there. I did on this side these guys are in the way right now, so you know we'll see. This obviously we drop lava. Oh, hold on, I forgot. You have to activate it twice in order for it to work. So yeah, the idea is if you're being invaded, you drop the portcullis, and then when they break in through the first portcullis, you just drop lava on them. You know, rip bozo, get lavinated. Yeah, you know, here we are. Unfortunately, we lost all of the replay mod for today, so that's unfortunate for me, I suppose, or not. I don't know. Depends on, I guess, your opinion on the replay mod. But yeah, basically, I just built all these roofs. That's basically all you missed, I think. Actually, I don't remember now. I also built these. Was this here before? I don't remember. But I built all the tops of these and the roofs. basically is how that works. I built these walls. We're missing this dirt here still. But yeah, you know, it's all coming together, you know? Oh, you know, here's something I didn't show you guys yet. It took forever. I had to go find a forest, a flower forest. But we got the tulips on this part of the rampart here. I think I like it. I don't know, maybe mix them around more. But yeah, that's all we're gonna have time for today. And if you come invade my fort, I guess, you know, watch out for the lava trap. If you, oh yeah, also, we had to bury this. I had to reduce them all by 1 level. That way there's none being exposed by at the top here. Yeah, so no, now we just need to, you know, I built these stairs here on the side so you can climb up the side here. It's all coming together. Oh, I finished this thing. Yeah, so now we just need to detail the interiors, like make a barracks or something in one of these. Make a, like this one over by make a little dock here. Maybe have like a little entrance in here where they bring in, unload all the supplies. You know, just details like that. Make like a forage area or something, a training yard. You know, all sorts of details that we can do. But, you know, the big part of the build is now complete, I'd say. So that's a nice, you know, my starter base is finished finally. And, you know, I've been saving these cows this whole time. That way we can use them as the starting for our cow pens eventually. But yeah, you know, I think it's really starting to come together. I always like it when you're coming in off the boat here, you're rowing into the base and you see it on the horizon. You're like, oh, that's a base. You know, I can see that from all the way out here. I kind of like that, you know. Obviously, well, you can use the spyglass. I don't think it zooms you at all, but this tower is a little wonky. It was the first one we made, so it's a little different than all the other towers. Maybe we'll do something about it. Maybe it's nice to have a little bespoke tower in our build. But yeah, you know, that's our base. We finished our base. We finished the fox thing. You know, let's go make a baby fox, because we have so many foxes. Oh my goodness. Apparently I did not have the right update, so I've never seen a baby fox. Oh, that sounds really loud to me. I don't even know if I have sweet berries. Okay, let's see if I can get this right in the first try. Oh, yeah. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to have a storage system like this where you don't have anything marked, and then you just know where everything is. Anyway, like a wizard. I guess we have to turn off our lava. But yeah, another thing I want to do is sort of work out where the best ways to have stairs and stuff to get up and down is. I don't think we can have stairs on this side, because then, you know, then they could just get in super easy, right? And then we need to work on maybe lighting so that way we don't have torch spam everywhere. Oh, how do you make a flower, right? It's a dandelion or something? Okay, so I think the dandelion's in this one. Oh yeah, see, genius. Yes, okay, so that's how, you know, I was spending ages. I was like, didn't they make iron lanterns a thing? Why can't I make an iron lantern? I was sitting there for ages trying to figure out how to do it. It's because I hadn't updated this stupid thing yet. So that's a little embarrassing on my part. Pretty awkward, I'd say. And you know, we explored so far too, so we've probably overwritten some sulfur biome stuff. That's unfortunate for me. But it's a whatever. I'm not gonna restart. We kind of did a lot already, right? It'd be kind of crazy to restart for that. Especially because I don't think it's even that big of a deal, right? What do you even need slimes? God, what, sulfur slime? Ooh, oh, ooh, ah. Oh my god, that is actually worse, I think. Get back here. Whoa, that was a horrible noise. I think that... what's going on here? I think that confirms that horrifying noise that it makes when you make a baby. Ugh. I think that confirms that, honestly, they are worse. They're so much worse than the old ones, I think. That's so sad, actually. That horrifying dandelion noise, that confirms that it is evil. It is, in fact, morally bad to halt the aging of a baby fox. Because if it was good, it wouldn't make that horrifying noise. Alright, anyways. We need to work on the door there. That's going to be it for today's episode. You know, now we actually have our base done. We can maybe go to the end. Huh? We can go to the Ender Dragon. Or we can get mending or something. Or both. You know? Who knows? Who knows? What's the point of an elytra without a creeper farm? Maybe we'll make a creeper farm. Who knows? The world's our oyster. Oh, I wonder. Let's check our farm right before we quit. Also, these things were messed up. That's why that guy was full all the time. Because it wasn't unloading properly. Oh, we have it set to bone meal mode. Alright, I like it. Alright, have a good day. I hope you guys liked the video. That's really awkward. Sorry about being in the wrong version. I'm trying to go to F5, but I'm pushing F4. Have a good day.